And action.
Good day. I would like to share with you my thoughts on the motion picture Dune Part 2, which is currently showing in theaters. This desert epic struggles under the weight of its own ambitions, attempting to weave a tale of prophecy, power, and rebellion, but ultimately falling short in execution. Its monotonous sandy landscapes are coarse and rough and irritating, and serve as the backdrop for a narrative that feels as arid as a setting itself. The film's reliance on lazy special effects over substantive storytelling further muddies its impact, leaving viewers longing for more depth and less spectacle. The film attempts to infuse the story with mystical elements and prophecies, however fails to fully develop them, leaving the supposed destiny of its hero more like an afterthought than a driving force of the plot. Moreover, the film is badly paced, rushing towards a conclusion that lacks both satisfaction and coherence. Despite its grand setting and the promise of an epic adventure, the movie fails to deliver a compelling narrative, often feeling lost in its own desert of ideas. Character development is scant, leaving the protagonists feeling more like caricatures than fleshed-out individuals. This is not helped by the poor casting of untalented mummers. There is not a single performer amongst them who could act their way out of a paper bag. In particular, the casting of the protagonist, a reluctant but long-prophesied leader of the desert people, is a genuinely awful misstep. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson lacks charisma or screen presence and has no chemistry with his co-stars.
Malak?
What is it, you horrible little weasel?
You, said you were reviewing Dune.
Yes, what of it?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wasn't in Dune.
I beg to differ, you awful little gnome. He is right here on the cover. See? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, that's not Dune.
Yes, it is.
No, it's The Scorpion King. It's an entirely different movie.
No, it isn't. Look, there's the desert right on the cover.
Yeah, look, just because it's a movie set in a desert, it doesn't mean it's Dune.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, one is a classic epic about a man whose people are wiped out by an oppressive regime. He escapes to the desert and learns the ways of the desert people before leading them in a massive revolt against their oppressors.
And the other?
Well, it's about a man whose people are wiped out by an oppressive regime, so he escapes to the desert and he learns the ways of the desert people before leading them in a revolt against their oppressors.
I see.
Look, there's more than one movie set in a desert.
Well, that seems unlikely based on the evidence.
Those two data points don't provide a meaningful insight into...
Name another one. I'll wait.
Lawrence of Arabia. That's a really famous one.
And what's that about?
A man goes into a desert and ends up leading a group of, desert people against an oppressive empire.
Really? Can you name another?
Rambo 3.
And what happens in that one?
Well, a man goes into a desert and...
Go on.
Leads a group of desert people against an oppressive regime.
Tell me again how many desert movies there are.
Fine. All desert movies are Dune. Can I go now?
No, we are going to watch Dune forever.
Oh, God.